Hello there. So tonight I'm cooking a pudding. So this is what it is. So grain of tapioca. So the important of this is cook 200 grams and then lots of water. So I would say two 1/5 of the tapioca, and then the remaining fifths, 4/5 will be the water, or 80% water, 20% tapioca, until you can see just a tiny white dot left. Okay, and you have to keep stirring this so it's not touching the bottom. Now, once you only see one tiny dot, okay, now obviously it's not going to be even, right? So that's why you have to keep stirring this. So you can see there are some at the bottom there. Then the next thing you're going to do is you turn off the heat and then simmer it. So turn off. So I've done that. And now just simmer for another 15 minutes. So normally what I did was I do it high heat for 15 minutes, and you see this result, just a tiny white dot. And then now another 15 minutes of that. Then what you then should be doing, if you got any ice water, some people have fridge that has ice water. So what I did was I put water in advance in the fridge, so it's quite cool. And I just want to show you this. Can you see? So it's really gluey. Okay, so it's actually easier to wash this in cold water than warm. So let's try it. You see, still sticking. But when it comes to cold water, it gets washed off much more easier. So that's what we want to do. We want to keep the tapioca. So that's why you have to have a drainer, okay, colander. It should be that small. Otherwise, the other ones that you wash vegetable with, they have much bigger holes, and the tapioca is just gonna go through those holes. Okay, so make sure you have that ready. So my plan is to put it in cold water, like a bowl of cold water like this, because that one in the fridge is too small, the box. So I'm just gonna do it like that, cold water underneath, and then wash it. Okay, and then after that, very simple. 500, half of this and half milk, and then that will be your pudding. And then heat it up, but don't let it boil because it's already been cooked, so you don't want to boil. So right, so that's it, and I shall show you that in a moment, what it looks like after about 20 minutes. See you later. So here we go. So this is 15 minutes later after I turn off the heat. So you can see the tapioca has become bigger, and that's what I wanted. Okay, so now I'm going to put it into my ice water and then wash it. Okay, so that's the ice water, and now I'm going to scoop some of the tapioca. See how that goes. I'm going to do it bit by bit, and then just do that. And then all the washed tapioca, I'm going to put it in here. so I don't have to use all of them. I can always save some for next time, so I'll just do that. As you can see, the waters are starting to change color. So let me get a spoon. So there we go. Just like that. So that they are separated. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted. It's going to be a success already. Very nice. Look at that. So another thing we can do is run it under cold tap. Okay, so let's lift that off. So let's put it by the tap, and then we wash bit by bit. There we go. In fact, let me just get this over here. Okay, here we go. Get the cold water turned on. Very nice. So just trying to get all the gluey bit out. So let's do that. Yeah, look at that. It's beautiful. So now just trying to get most of it drained. Just then put it in there, and then we go again. Now see, I'm doing one-handed. Let me see if I can scoop the remaining out. I want to still. Oh yes. Okay, let me try and do that with two hands. Okay, next scoop. Okay. Oh man. Oh, I dropped that. And we'll have to wash that and the carpet. Okay. It's difficult to do it with one hand. So I'm just going to quickly show you this last one. And then I'm just going to do the rest without filming. I will show you again when I put the coconut milk, but I need to empty the saucepan first. Now if you buy mango or melon, this would be really good to mix with lemon. Sorry, melon or mango. Mango will be best. Okay. Okay guys, so I'm just going to try and do all this with 2 hands. Okay, so this is the last bit from the saucepan, but they are just sticking together. So that means I haven't stirred in sufficiently. So you've got to constantly stir it when you're boiling it. So that's something I learned. So I'm just going to get rid of this. So it's no good. So here we are. So I'm going to just turn up the heat again. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to put equal amount of milk and coconut milk. Okay, so I have the coconut milk tin open. So I'm going to pour half of the coconut milk in there. There we go. Tell you what, I'll just make more because I got plenty of tapioca. So I'm going to pour all of this. Then I'm going to put a full cup of that, but because I only prepare half, so I'm going to do that as well. And now I'm going to get some more milk. Okay, so another half cup of the milk to make 50-50 split. So now just wait for it to heat up. So in fact we can put some of the tapioca in there now. Just keep stirring it. But you don't really want the same spoon to go back to your tapioca. So ideally is to put it in there first and then stir. Okay, I've decided to put the full 200 grams of tapioca in it because I've got quite a lot of milk and just not enough tapioca, so I think that would be great, but I should have a bigger saucepan, so maybe next time I just maybe make a little bit less in terms of everything, or just get a bigger saucepan. So once it's heat up, it can be served to eat. So in the future, you can then adjust the proportion, the ratio of the milk and the coconut milk to just get the right level you wanted. Now, I recommend you put some sugar in it, and the sugar you should have is this one. So it's the ice sugar. So in a moment I'm going to add some of this and then see how that goes. I'm going to taste it first before I put that in. So it comes in a bar, so about that much has been taken. So I'm going to put the rest of the bar in there, and then I need to go shopping and buy some more. And in fact, yeah, I got some more there. Perfect. So that goes in there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that smaller if I can. There we go. Easier to melt, more surface area. And then again, stir it until the sugar is fully melted. Leave it there for a bit so that it can heat up. And now, good time to clean up.